Who is David Spade? And why is the name so familiar, but I can't seem to put the name on the face? Well, if you're much like me, you should come down and watch The Life of David Spade right here in the auditorium. So let's first, before we get into this great movie, let's get a quick gist of how this movie will go. So first, we'll look at the previews into his childhood. Then, as this movie starts, we'll go through his great career. And as the credits are rolling, we're going to go ahead and look at all his accomplishments throughout his career. So now that you get the clear gist of this movie, let's go ahead and get ready. Go ahead and grab yourself a bucket of popcorn. Make sure you turn your phones on silent and enjoy The Life of David Spade. Now, according to David Spade's memoir, Almost Interesting, David Spade was born on July 22nd, 1964 in Birmingham, Michigan. Now, he was born to a family of four, his mother being Judith, who is a magazine editor, his father, Wayne, who is a sales representative, and his brother, Brian and Andy Spade. Now that you get the gist of his family, let's go ahead and move in to kind of what happened when he was 4. So when he was 4, he moved from Michigan all the way down to Arizona as a big trip, and where he then resided for the rest of his high school and college life. Now, most people would have called David Spade a nerd because he was very smart and very intelligent. He loved to play chess, where he almost went to state and won in middle school. He also ended up winning the spelling bee in middle school. Now, even though he did love chess and his grades were very strong, once he ended up in high school, he decided he wanted to be a part of the popular kids. Now, being a part of the popular kids made him lose interest in chess and made him lose interest in his grades, so he started failing. He found himself spending more time at parties, football games, and just skipping school for the fun, which then now leads us to his college, which he didn't really know what he wanted to do, mostly because he didn't have the grades to go to any really great college. He had no clue what he wanted to do later in life, so he ended up going to Scottsdale Community College. Now that we've gone through his childhood, let's go ahead and move on to the beginning of this movie, where we're going to look into his great career. Now, according to biography.com, David Spade ended up quitting college to move on to a stand-up career. And as during his stand-up career, in order to earn a little extra money, he went and started working at a skate shop. Now, during his stand-up career, and part of it, he found himself in Las Vegas for his first ever stand-up tour, where he ended up moving and staying, where he would perform at nightclubs in various different college campuses around Los Angeles. Now moving on to what's really kicked off his career, which was when he got a job in SNL, which he ended up working with people you may know, Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. Now this ended up kickstarting his movie career, where some of his best films is like Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Just Shoot Me, Joe Dirt, and of course, Grown Ups 1 and 2. Now, you may wonder what kind of happened to his comedy life or his stand-up. Well, he still does that to this day, where he goes on many different stand-up tours around the U.S. and even has some of his own Netflix series. Now, He does have a tour coming up March 10th, starting in Massachusetts and ending November 17th in Las Vegas. Now let's go ahead and move on and let's watch these credits roll as we see all his achievements throughout his career. Now, David Spade was nominated for 3 Outstanding Writing in Music program, won 3 in 1990, 1991, and 1993. He then ended up winning. He ended up being nominated for the Teen Choice Awards in 2006 and 2007. And he's also been nominated for 2 Golden Globes, one in 1999 and one in 2000. And now let's get to some of the ones he did win. Now he's won the Best Duo Award with Chris Farley for his time in Tommy Boy. He's also won a Razzie Award, a Stinker Award, and of course he has his own Hall of Fame star on Hollywood. Now that this movie has come to a close, let's go ahead and get a recap of what we all went through. So during the first part of this movie, we looked at his childhood. Then we looked into his career, and of course, during the Reddit, as the credits rolled, we went and looked at all his achievements and the awards he's won. Thank you for watching this great movie, and I hope you enjoyed the life of David Spade.